Hello everybody and welcome to your Unit 8 Lesson 3 notes on factoring trinomials. Yay, I'm so excited. Tri is 3. Nomial, you remember, is number. So we're going to look at phrases, we're going to look at expressions with 3 numbers in them. That's x squared plus bx plus c, because they have 3 things in them. So that's very exciting. That's all day today, and I'm so excited because there's like a picture that goes with it. And also I have the hiccups. So remember the FOIL method. FOIL, when we have first, outside, inside, and last. I already did the FOIL for you. I'm going to show you how this relates to a model. So you've seen FOIL before, where we connect the first 2 guys here to give us x squared. We connect the outside guys to give us 3x. We connect the inside guys to give us 1x or just x. We connect last to get 3. So we have first, outside, inside, last, which adds up to x squared plus, and then 3x plus 1x gets 4x. So we could be like blending them, kind of. I think I'm just going to go with green to help you remember that they go together. Then here on the outside. Okay, but notice we start with our original guys. We have x plus 1 on top, x plus 1 times x plus 3 on the bottom. And that gives us x times x, which is x squared. That was our first. And then our outside, x times 3, gives us x times 3, which was 3x. And then our inside was 1x. That's like here, 1 times x, which is just x. And then our last was 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. But if you add up all the area inside of here, what do you get? You get x squared plus 3x plus x. You can add those 2 together to get 4x. Plus 3. Hey, that's our original guy. X squared plus 4x plus 3. Isn't that so cool? And look, it works on this guy as well. We FOIL to do first, outside, inside, last. We can do that same process. Our first step was 2x times x, which gave us 2x squared. Our outside step was 2x times 5, which gave us 10x. Our inside step gave us 4 times x, which is 4x. And our last step gave us 4 times 5, which is 20. So when we add those all up, we have 2x squared plus, 4x plus 10x gives us 14x plus 20. Oh, hey, look, that's the same answer. Isn't that great? And guess what, guys? That's the pattern to factor trinomials. So this way we're starting with our multiplication and then we get to our answer. For the rest of the day today, we're going to undo that multiplication. We're going to undo our FOIL process using these charts, these tables, these visuals. Okay. Now let's look at this last guy as an example. We noticed that our first things, we want to figure out what are these 2 multiplied together, but we're always going to do x squared. So it's always going to be x. Okay, and then we took these 2 and that added up to 14x. So that was an addition problem. What adds up to get there? And then we took these same numbers. Sorry, there was a really loud wind thing that freaked me out. And they multiplied 4 times 5 to get to 20. So we're going to figure out what multiplies to get that. So that's going to be our shortcut. Yeah. So here's how this goes. Let's say we want to factor x squared plus 5x plus 4. We're going to start by taking an x squared. We know that x squared needs to go in this box right here. And the only thing to get x squared is x times x. So we already know that's going to be x. Sweet. And then we're going to take our last term is 4. So that's going to go in this box right here. Right? Oh, we already did. Factor x squared is x times x. Ta-da! Okay, sweet. And those go outside right here. Now we need to find all the factor pairs of 4. That's going to answer the question, what multiplies to be 4? There's really only 2 factor pairs. You can have 1 times 4 equals 4. You can also have 2 times 2 equals 4. So that's exciting. Those are our only pairs. Gonna make them all big and stuff till they fit. Now here's the deal. We need to figure out how to get this 5x. We need this space and this space to add up to 5x. So we need the green area. I'll just put a little note. Green adds up to 5x total. So let's bring these guys down here. We've already got x and x. We need to figure out, okay, which of these ones works. So we take our factor pairs and we put them along the side. So you can see on the first one I've got 2 and 2, sweet. And on this one I've got 1 and 4, or 4 and 1. Okay, sweet. Now we need to just complete our model until we find one that adds up to our middle term, in this case, 5x. So let's try this. What goes in this space? Well, what's x times 2? X times 2 is 2x. And what goes in this space? What's 2 times x? Well, 2x again. Okay, that was fun. Now let's add up the whole area inside this space. The area inside here is x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. And that will simplify. We can add those two middle terms together. 2x plus 2x is just a 4x, because 2 plus 2 is 4. But that's not what we want. We want it to equal 5x. So that's not going to work. Sorry. Let's try this one. Okay, well, in this corner, we have x times 1, which is just x. And in the other corner, we have 4 times x, which is 4x. Lo and behold, we add those both up. There's 4 things to add up. X squared plus x plus 4x plus 4. Well, x plus 4x is 5x. Nice. So that gives us x squared plus 5x plus 4. We did it. We found it. Cool. Except x squared plus 5x is not our answer. That's where we started. I said, hey, factor x squared plus 5x plus 4. Go. So what's our answer? Our answer is actually this information right here. What we were asked is, okay, so you have some shape and the area inside is modeled by x squared plus 5x plus 4. That's our total area. You need to figure what's the length of the sides. How long is this side? How long is that side to get you there? Well, this side is however x is plus 4. So one factor is x plus 4. And the other factor is x plus 1. And that is our answer. That's it, totally factored. Now we can check with the FOIL method. We can take this guy and FOIL it out. To save time, I'm going to tell you that's the right answer and it works. Cool. Okay, now let's try another one. I don't want this video to get too long, so I'm going to have you try this one, and then I'll do this one with you. Okay, here. So I'll start it. We have this figure, and we need to figure out what multiplies to get x squared, what will add up to get 8x, and what else multiplies to get 12. So my hint for you is start with x. You've got x times x equals x squared. Now what multiplies to 12 and adds to 8? Did you figure it out yet? Your answer should be, to get something to add up to 8x, you'll want to get 6x plus 2x. So up on top you'll have x plus 6, and on the side, x plus 2. So your final answer, this factored, is x plus 6 times x plus 2. Haha! Now let's do that same process on this other side. I like to draw a model because it helps me visualize it. This model kind of falls apart because we're going to have a subtraction, but it still helps me see the pattern. If you are noticing this pattern by now and you say, okay, we need to get what times what equals x squared, that's always going to be x times x, cool. And then what plus what adds up to negative 6, adds up to negative 6x, and then something else that multiplies to 8. Basically, guys, if you've got this part, if you know I need to add to the middle number and multiply to the last number, you don't even need to draw this box thing, but I like the box thing. Okay, so let's list the factors of 8. You can do 1 and 8, 2 and 4, 4 and 2, or 8 and 1. But guess what, guys? 4 and 2 and 2, 4, that's the same thing. Okay, 8 and 1, 1 and 8, that's the same thing. Okay, cool. So these multiply to 8, yes, but now what adds to negative 6? 8 plus 1, or 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. That's nice, but that's not negative 6. So that tells us one of these things needs to be negative. If we want to add up, we need to get a negative. But if we do negative 1 times 8, that's negative 8. So if one of these is negative, they both need to be, oh, shooties my goodies. I accidentally scrolled too much. They both need to be negative, because negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. So we need to redo our addition. Negative 1 minus 8 is negative 9. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. Ding, ding, ding. That's what we want. Let's plug it into our model and see. If we make this negative 2 and negative 4, by the way, it doesn't matter. We can totally make this one. We can do negative 4 up here, negative 2. It doesn't matter. Since I wrote it, let's go with it. So in this box, we have negative 4 times x is negative 4x. And in this box, we have negative 2 times x is a negative 2x. Okay, now that all adds up to x squared. Well, I'm not gonna write it out. You get it. So our side lengths are now x minus 4 and x minus 2 minus 2. That's it. That's our answer. We're done. Cool. So we found our pattern, right? We want to find factor pairs of the third term of this guy. So if we have, you know, x squared plus bx plus c, we want to figure out what multiplies to c and adds to the middle term. Adds to the middle term, which is B. So what multiplies to C adds to B. If you can, if you have a hard time remembering that, think, well, I don't need to do anything here. I learned how to add before multiply, so nothing, addition, multiply. There, that's a fun hint. Okay, so here, what are we trying to find? Well, you want to find factors of your last number. Find factors of 2 that add to -3. Okay, so factors of 2 are going to be 2 and 1, but that's it. Except, oh shoot, they add to a negative number. We need to make them negative. Oh, hey, look, they add up to -3. That's nice. So it's going to give us x minus 2 times x minus 1. And then we're done. We've got those factors, -2, -1. We're all set. And they add to -2 minus 1 is 3. Ta-da! So you don't have to do the box at all. But if you want to, you can. I like the box. Whoa, check this out. We want to find factors of our last number, factors of -48, that add to 22. This is going to get a lot more complicated because factors of 48, you guys, there's a lot of them. There's 1 and 48, 2 and 24, 3 and 16, 4 and 12, 6 and 8, and then 8 and 6, 12 and 4, 6 and right, okay. Cool. But yikes. If they multiply to a negative number, one of them needs to be a negative number. So we go through and we can try them all. If you want, you can try them all and say, okay, -1 plus 48 is 47. And this is 22. Oh, hey, we did it. We found it. And guys, as soon as you find the one that works, you can stop. So let's stop. We found it. If we hadn't, let's say we decided to make these guys negative first. Let's just pretend that we did. We would find that 1 minus 48 is -47. 2 minus 24 is -22. And you're like, oh, wait, that's close. But that's not the positive 22 that I want. Let's try switching it. Let's make this negative, this positive. Oh, that gives us our positive 22. We know the pair that we need. Okay, cool. You do not, once you find what works, do not go on and check the other ones. You found the answer. You're all set. You just need to put it in its final form. This isn't even my final form. It's going to be x times x plus something. So we've got -2 and 24. So I'll write x minus 2 times x plus 24. And that, my friends, will FOIL out to get x squared. Nailed it. Plus 24x minus 2x is plus 22x. Minus 48. And we're all set. There's our answer. We undid foiling today to factor. And this is your key idea right here. Love it. Memorize it. You can use the box if you want to. You do not have to. But what multiplies to C, what adds to B. And remember, remember, remember. Have a fantastic time on your homework.